0, but 14 commends in 15 matches. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you at least have to be 1 for 1. Otherwise, I find you sus.
Okay, so 2 smokes here right from the get-go. Maybe we're going to see some action, some level 1 plays.
We're going to get to see some fun stuff. Level 1 fights. Who do you think? Okay, Dire should be advantageous there.
Yeah, they're 1000% better, I think. Unless you get like a 5-man skewer into a cliff, I don't think they really have any business taking this fight.
Smoke's about to break on both ends. Oh, Knight versus Monty. I mean, every one of the Dire heroes is just better than any one of the Radiant heroes for a level 1 fight.
They're so tanky too. Like no
Luna
way.
wants to go Lunar Blessing. Shadow Demon wants to go Disruption. Both very terrible for any early fights. Enchantress wants to go Enchant.
Yeah. No, not great. Not great. In terms of the runes here, we might see a 3-for-1 because they might actually push Pakaz away here.
The battle begins.
Argentine. There's the counter ward. It will be 2 bounty runes for 2 trade because Illich managed to scoop up 1 top side and all there back towards the lane. He will Shiguchi. Oh, we jump against Knight. A little bit of a harass coming out. Right-clicking fight against the Treant is something that no other hero in the game pretty much can win in terms of right-click damage. Treant is obnoxious.
89 damage. That's just a gargantuous amount. But you can always make illusions up that tree just to be annoying.
Just more illusions. Easy. Weaver illusions are pretty nice to make though. It tends to be one of the more ridiculous heroes in terms of the glass cannon build.
They do have the lead seed here to deal with this harass, which is just going to be poking and making sure that whenever he casts the lead seed that all Dire benefits from it. And then with that wand and the tangos, he should be a-okay in this lane. I feel like the first blood could actually come bottom. I think this Lion Centaur, you get level 2 faster than this Enchantress, can still burst her down because, you know, the heal does come a bit slow.
By the way, these 3 lanes, where do you think the fun stuff will come through? Where are we expecting kills?
Mid or bottom, I think, are the more likely ones.
Not in the top lane? Shadow Demon against Weaver?
There's too much heals and... Oh, as I say that, they do get Wedge here.
Back. Doesn't have Leech Seed. Shadow Poison stacks. It's only level 1 Shadow Poison, but he is going to get taken down. First blood for the Magnus.
Yeah, as I said, that top lane's so scary. And
yeah,
as they get level 2, just instant kill. Boom. They're really smart, just like I am.
Yeah, they knew exactly what was happening. They thought, okay, Bowie, you know, he knows that we're gonna.
Bowie's making the medium butts. We have to shut him down immediately. Have to.
Yeah, we got to drop that down to low bucks.
And Lion does die bottom, so pretty good start here for Boom.
Kill. Mid lane though, it's all James. Primal Beast is just really strong in the laning stage against a Pangolier.
Yeah, the Pango has to be very careful, not really proccing a lot of those uproar stacks, because it can be really hard to get away from James. Especially if you aggressively use Swashbuckle to get CS.
Yeah, it was a nice one from Slatum as well. He got the banner creep taken care of while you're, of course, stomping around with Trample. You cannot right-click, which is one of the slight downsides of that move. It is nice that it scales, though, Trample. That it's not just a normal base damage, but it has an attack damage multiplier. So
I think it took a long time for people to realize that, and they're like, oh, this hero's kind of bad. And then they started playing as a core, and like, Holy moly, this hero is incredible. You know, like you get double damage and suddenly the hero is doing like gigantic amount. It's even better now because you get the spell amp aspect and the extra damage aspect.
Oh yeah, that's true. 15%
Yeah.
spell amp on top of the base. Oof. Beauty.
I love
And-
Primal Beast. It's one of my favorite heroes.
I don't play it, but that's because I don't really. I don't touch many new heroes. I don't know why. Well, mainly because I'm like
You're old.
and
Yeah.
my mind doesn't work anymore. I play Rubik all the time, which is the weird part. But I have a negative win rate on it regardless. It's just fun.
It's hard to teach a no dog new tricks, right?
Yeah. Did you just call me a dog?
I called you, yes. Dog
Okay.
Truman.
Woof woof. Yeah, dog Truman.
Dire's
I'm gonna be the new poster boy for Dog Champ whenever they return.
Okay, okay. Alright, so pretty slow game here despite the 2 kills. Looks like Angolier is actually doing better than I expected, but as I say that he dies, so
Yep,
yeah,
yeah.
so smart,
Obviously,
honestly.
Medium-sized bucks coming in right there. Another kill in the top lane because there's no action happening over there.
Yep, yeah, that lane, no chance of any kills the entire game.
Nope. It's just even Stevens. By the way, I am getting the absolute worst lag in this
I'm
server.
not
I have-
actually. But
mean,
probably
you're
because
close
I
to
am
the
in
freaking
South
server.
America. Yeah. Something with those submarine cables just not working well as the
Yeah,
centaur.
just a goldfish just swam by it and smacked it.
Yeah, just got someone just bit into the cable. Unfortunate for you guys. I mean, who wants to play South American server? Let's be honest. This is people complain about SCA. They have no idea. Like they have it so good there.
Yeah, SEA, obviously. All you need to do really is get some nice VPN and play on the EU servers.
Yeah, I kind of wish, because like, depending on where you live in Brazil, you actually get really good ping, like 80, 90. But I still, even with a VPN, I get 140. So it's, you know, it's not great.
I know that it was North Brazil or something. That
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
Picasso gets taken on. That they northern part of Brazil. That's also where I think Astini used to have boot camps and stuff, so that they were able to scrim against Europeans.
Yeah, Fortaleza is the city. It's like the closest to Europe, and it's really good. You get like 78 ping to Europe and like 90 to USA. It's the dream.
Ooh, Panda just takes down Monty there. 1 point in impetus, and the enchant creep does get the extra right click damage as well. Which is
4
always
for 3.
neat.
Pretty close laning stage overall in terms of farming here. Both offlaners pretty even. I mean, everyone's honestly quite even. I expected mid to be a bit more a bit better for James, but he did get a kill. So overall, I think it's about what I expected.
The Weaver is. I would have expected him to have a bit more farm. Shadow Demon plus Magnus. That should not seem to me to be a scary lane for a hero like Weaver.
Yeah, they could be doing a bit better out
James
there.
walking in. He's looking for a catch, but there is the disruption if need be. Gonna get used. Illich is being chased on the side. If you try to onslaught, you are gonna get shockwaved, which interrupts onslaught, which is very annoying. That is a perfect catch, but he knocks him over the edge. Weege trying to stay alive. There gets some right clicks in. Charge forward by James. Pulverize comes through. Can Slatum get himself out of there? No, he cannot, and that is going to be a pretty big kill, while Panda in the meantime kills Monty completely somewhere else off related on the side. Speaking of which, he's close to his level 6 already.
Damn, I love how South Team played that fight. They could have killed the Magnus, but once they saw the rolling thunder being used, they actually disengage, and they end up getting an even better target, just killing Slatums there. 0 and 2 in this game. Obviously, it was a first pick Pangolier. Don't expect it to do amazing, but you know, not the start you want.
And while all of this is going on, of course, because has free farm time, he's got He's level 7, has Lunar Blessing level 3, Moonglave's level 2, so his farming speed will be pretty nice, especially if they manage to get some stacks, which they did. There are some decent stacks. They're actually giving it to Slatum with the
rotation though.
power buff. Can they get the kill? Pakaz dropping low, no support coming in, and Pakaz underneath the tier 1 tower will get smacked. The crucial double damage coming in. It's a 5-man rotation for that kill though. Panda actually tries to heal up level 2. Wisps coming out and will be just fine. Hello, I'm an Enchantress. I don't really care.
Yep, level 2 heal there with the treads and the raindrops, super tanky. But no, the Luna kill matters a lot. There was TP for Slatums, but his Rolling Thunder was on cooldown, so he really couldn't do much. They took their losses. But South team, you know, you wouldn't expect, when you look at the names, for the laning stage to be this even.
Yeah, but the big difference maker at the moment is going to be that big boy Panda. God, he is so well farmed as a +5, power treads, magic wand.
Yeah.
Once you get
brain.
Dragon Lance, you're going to be just a straight up right click god.
Radiant are scanning.
If he's going to go that route, but considering he has power treads, I assume he is. Knight tries to get the stack of the Ancients. They're going very deep, but the TP is a response from Slatum. Rolling Thunder. Multi throws out their spike a little bit too late. And Center Stampede, Monty is going to get taken down. Weege might be a next one. Slatum's out of mana, does have a magic wand though, and Weege will be completely stuck. To be taken down for a secondary kill here. Knight's the one that secures it, and they should probably still quickly get rid of that ancient stack before it gets stolen.
Be honest here with me. If you see a Magnus at full velocity going over a Primal Beast at full velocity, would you expect the Primal Beast to win? Because the skewer canceled the onslaught there. That was very awkward. Primal Beast, you know, it's a beast, it's gigantic, it should be stronger.
Well, I mean, obviously, Primal Beast should not be interrupted by anything in the stomp, but it does make a lot of sense. Considering one is actually a stun and the other one isn't.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, not only they get all of those kills, they take the top tower. This is a big boost of net worth here for Boom, and even Mr. Pakaz doesn't get caught in this primal rotation bottom. So overall, Boom just getting everything they want right now.
I guess the big point is as well, Magnus makes himself like low to the ground when he charges, and Primal Beast is just like stomping around him, so he's higher up.
The center of mass
underneath him.
I see.
Yeah, the center of mass is different, and you get the horns underneath him, so you can even like lift him up.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That's exactly what happened there. So, in terms of build here, pretty much the same we saw in the last series. Straight up blade mail. I don't think this is necessarily an Eternal Shroud game. This might either be BKB or Veil, right? I think we saw Shivas being bought. Veil, Blink Shivas.
Ooh, Haste-Rune picked up a god. Pandas. Obnoxious this game. Steals everything away, does the damage, is everywhere where he needs to be.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. He's level 7, way ahead of the other supports. I mean, he's one level behind Aldair. Aldair, you said that had a kind of a tough laning stage, and he's still having a tough game. No Maelstrom, so the net worth disparity is increasing fast with that Luna already having Mask of Madness.
That's being delivered right now. Illich, in the meantime, he's going for the Ags as well, so another Horn Toss builder.
Oh, okay.
Ah. What's up with all the horn tosses? Why is no one going harpoon anymore?
I guess it's cheaper, right? It is cheaper. Oh, RP.
Yeah, but it's also like okay-ish, I guess. He is going to get taken down. Illich will be finished off. He already did use his RP. Slatum's got the Rolling Thunder. James will interrupt the Rolling Thunder for now. Disruption comes out. Has no mana for the onslaught. So James is very much stuck here. Rolling Thunder doesn't really work out in Slatum's favor. 3 Shadow Poison stacks make that 4. That's going to be a lot of damage. He is dropping low and dies tonight with the stacks being used up. All there on the run. Swashbuckle available. Diffusal
nice
Blade's not
dodge.
going to be able to get the full Swashbuckle. Nice sidestep. And he gets away, but it is going to be Boom with the 1k net with lead. Pikas is farming up nicely. And Slatum is second in net worth, which is scary.
Oh, RZT. Let's get dragged down by the Lich, but no follow-up. They will lose the Lion, though.
Is under attack.
Blink also ready for RZT, so I think it's finally time for South Team to be a bit more proactive. And as I say that, it looks like Eternal Shout is indeed going to be the build. Despite, a fair amount of physical damage, he still feels like he needs that magical protection.
Dire are scanning.
I mean, it's just in general a pretty good item. And going BKB this game feels very lackluster.
I think it's about the
for
mana,
James.
right? You just get a lot of mana back, so you don't feel that countered by the Pangolier Diffusal.
Yeah, it's still going to be annoying. Even
Radiant's
just the
top
slow
tower
from the
is under
Pango
attack.
Diffusal is very annoying.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Looks
Radiant
like
are scanning.
Fortify is going to be used. They have that Blink on center, but they're just chilling for now. No... which, I think might be a good sign. Honestly, sometimes we see these underdog teams playing against a stronger opponent and they feel pressured into doing too much. Oh, Illich finds the Weaver.
Illich needs to be careful again. There's going to be a charge forward, center stomp. They have the Blink Dagger reveal from R's and T. Make that a second kill. Panda is in the area. Do they want to go back in? I would say when you lose 2 heroes that you probably don't want to make a move, especially with Pulverize still available. And that Blink Hoof Stomp, which is going to get thrown on to Panda right now. James is a little bit stuck, but the Overgrowth is going to hold Slatum in position. Going to pulverize up Slatum, who is forced to swashbuckle to the side, and they find themselves a killing spree on that Weaver. 304, and just like that is second in net worth. Struggled a little bit in terms of his position on the charts, but is creeping up very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in the draft. The burst damage they have on South Team, once you have the Blink on center, is crazy. These supports, and even the Pangolier, have to be very careful. Because, just get that pulverize. BKB is not going to help. I mean, I guess it does help with the follow-up damage. But if you don't press it, you get killed instantly.
Well, let's see. Aldair, he is going very early shard on the Weaver. Very early shard.
Yeah, very true. I guess, they just want to keep on fighting. He feels like Maelstrom's going to be enough farming speed. And somehow, I mean, his net worth is kind of keeping up with Pakas just because they got so many kills out of the top place.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, the shard is pretty good for farming as well, but I don't think I've ever seen a Weaver go for the shard pretty much when it's able to get bought out.
Yeah, and the old build, I think usually you would go for Deso, right? It was more of a physical damage build. Instead, he is going for this Maelstrom instead. We'll see, if it's gonna pan out. I guess having the attack speed against something like Enchantress is always gonna be nice. But interesting build
Top
nonetheless.
lane, Weech is just running after Pakas in a very aggressive move. Gets out of his shard invis, walks in tower range as well, and he's straight up dead. The rest of the team, Center Stampede, Runaway, Monty,
Oh
that
my.
swashbuckle catches onto him. Can he get away? Nope. Diffusal Blade slow, and that's a double kill. The 2 supports are goners. R's and T?
Bottoms.
Yeah, Mage Slayer. Ugh. Diffusal Blade, Mage Slayer. Hello, I'm a nasty little Pango.
That's a huge counter to the Primal Beast. He is only spell damage. He doesn't do anything but spell damage. Killing Slatoms in the beginning of the fight is very important. I think if he just gets to spam that Mage Slayer on James, he's gonna feel pretty sad.
Tower is under attack.
Aldair's pretty okay with this farm. It's not as fast as Pakas, but that's because Luna is just ungodly strong in farming, especially when Manta is done. You can farm 3 camps at the same time. Weaver doesn't have that luxury.
You see them baiting here with Aldair. They have both Witch and the Primal nearby. No blink on the Primal because Eternal Shroud is yet to be finished.
Primal in a dangerous spot. Does have the Observer Ward vision. Going for Knight, but that disruption is perfect. James is very stuck. Cannot get away. Demonic Bird's going to hold him in place. Slap him. Hazard has a healing room, but it's not even going to do anything. He gets the Pulverize onto Illich, who wants to get the RP, but they're kiting him. James with the center stampede charges back, and that's 3 kills. Looking for the 4th. Panda is just straight up dead. Alder gets an ultra kill. And what? Just that looked like it was going to be a perfect fight for Boom, but they just got done in.
That was a Primal Beast that didn't have Vembrace nor the Eternal Shroud finished, and he just soaked so much damage with the Uproar. I think they were greedy. They didn't use the RP immediately, and that allowed the Primal Beast to survive, gets the Savage Roar off. The bugs from the Weaver just kept on getting that minus armor going, and they just shredded Boom apart. This is now an even game.
Yeah, the Weaver's close as BKB as well. And it was also a lot of damage onto that Pangolier from... The Pango, I mean, he's got 2 items which are pretty nice. The problem is, he is very weak against physical damage at this stage. And Weaver does so much physical... Even with only these couple of items he has, with the Geminate attack damage bonus that you get, it just... It's surprising how much damage output the Weaver has. That's why they call him the Glass Cannon King, speaking of which. He's going dateless after the BKB. Straight up damage... After the sustain with the shard, it's pretty nice. They're heading towards the Roche pit as well. They've got the bugs. They've got the tools to clear up the first Roshan of the game.
I mean, I love it, dude. And South team, they play like that every single game, even against Beast Coast. They were always in their face. Sometimes, you know, a bit too proactive. They did make some mistakes in that series. But now they're playing against an equally formidable opponent, and they are looking very impressive, dude.
Yeah, it's again Alder and James that are just taking their team by the hand. I don't know where they got these players, but they're good. They're very good. Roshan is dead right now. Rolling Thunder use onto James. He does have that Eternal Shroud. Doesn't really care that much. Overgrowth holds the Pangolier in place. Monty is going to get taken down. The Hoof Stomp in response onto the Pangolier. Can he get himself out of there? No, he cannot. Aldair's got the BKB. He's got that Aegis, but they will lose themselves. James, Weaver, time-lapse, Shikuchi with the Aegis, with the BKB, should be just fine. They don't really have much control enough to really lock the Weaver down this game, which was the big problem. Of course, they only have, what, Lucent Beam, RP, Rolling Thunder. That's all the control they have.
Yeah, and the Pangolier did kind of commit for the Lion, but did trade his life for it, so not ideal. And with the Aegis still on Aldair's hands, I feel like South Team is still pretty satisfied with that engagement. This Primal Beast, obnoxiously tanky. And going for a Kaya. Maybe gonna get a Kaya Sanj just for the status resistance, but not the item I expected he would go for.
Yeah, I mean, the Kaya Sanj makes sense. It's also a pretty good buff on all of spell damage that he pumps out.
I thought he was going to go Wags just because it's more the common build I've seen, but Kaya Sanj is pretty good.
I mean, BKB doesn't feel that useful. Obviously, he died to Eclipse, so maybe it's a bit useful, but this is not really the best BKB type game. Loadsword would be pretty nice.
Weaver,
okay.
Getting pretty close to the Crystallis.
Center Stampede on the back line, going for Knight. The finger gets used. Knight is dead. Illich is ready for an RP possibility, but there's an Observer Ward. You should spot him out.
Yeah, really good one.
And they don't have Luna, so they don't actually have the damage on Boom to get multiple kills. They need that top net worth Pakaz Luna to come in, who's got the Shard BKB. Ready to pump out damage.
Really, really farmed experience-wise, way ahead of Aldair, but Yeah, with the ages up, I think he's going to be dodging some of these fights unless they are diving really, really deep, which they haven't done that just yet for South Team. 2 minutes 37, they took the tier 2 tower bottom. Could probably threaten another tier 2. I think this is a fair use of the ages. No, it's not amazing, but considering they are playing against Boom, one of the favorites to take it all, I think it's pretty respectable.
By the way, I didn't even realize James was the one that got the shard from the Tormentor. So he's
Yeah,
got
he
rock
did.
throw.
Actually, Lion doesn't have his. What?
Yeah, he's pretty sad. He's gonna buy it soon enough. He hoped he got it because the Treant already got his because he bought it. So Lion was hoping he'd get it for free.
Okay.
50-50.
So the center
No,
actually
he-
had more net worth than the Primo at that time, right? Or it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Bakas, hello?
Here's
alone.
interesting choice. There's going to be the stun. Skewer comes out from Illich. The BKB keeps Pakaz alive for quite some time. Aldair is going to go in, though. The RP gets used. Charge in from James. 2 supports are dead currently. But somehow that Luna is going to be able to run away thanks to the use of those Moonglaves. Aldair, can he finish it off? Doesn't really get the godly crits that he was hoping for with the Chrysalis.
Okay, so it's a 2 for 2, but only supports die on the side of South Team with RP being down. Aegis still on their hands. This is a free tier 2. I mean, this is a solid fight for Boom, right? They bait the Luna, they get the RP, but very patient from James. He was waiting the entire time. He never moved before the RP came about, and that's how they were able to at least sustain after the RP.
And he is going for the Kaya Sanj, it seems. He already has the...
He
pretty much
lost
the
his
Sanj
Kaya,
done.
right? His carrier died, I think.
Yeah, that the Kaya should have been on the courier. Panda's just farming right in front of James.
I think he's gonna be
A
punished.
very interesting spot to just straight up farm. Dusk gets used.
So tanky.
Healing up.
Is
Never
he
mind.
alive? He might be fine.
Monty will get taken down on the side. And okay, Panda just doesn't really care.
That's crazy.
Aegis gets popped in mid in the meantime. And Aldair Weaver needs to get away. Has the time lapse. Does pop it.
Wait, what? How was he lower
how-
HP than when he time lapsed?
Probably because he died, and because the Aegis was used, he respawned to the time right before the Aegis was used. That is the first time I've seen that happen.
Oh, that is so sad, man. Okay, this is a big turnaround here for Boom.
Okay, so Aegis on
Holy
Weaver,
moly.
bad idea. Got it. Charge forward. Nice sun coming out from the line as well. Illich trying to get away. RP gets used. Pakaz walks in. They do not have the Weaver for this fight. Monty is dead. And James might be in next one. He is very tanky though. Onslaught. Can he get away?
So
Goes
tanky.
for a side onslaught. Will get taken down. And Pakaz is still ready to rumble. There's a Rolling Thunder being pumped up in the meantime. T next one down. Pakaz actually is going to be left behind to be taken down. T hasn't even died yet. Banda is a goner next. TP out from the Pangolier, and somehow they actually come out ahead in that fight.
Dude, Pakaz was doing so much damage because he could hit the tower and it was bouncing on everyone around him. But yeah, they just got enough burst damage. The respawn timer of the Weaver being pretty short there, allowing them to take that fight. This could be a tier 2 tower, but super entertaining game. Back and forth. I'm not sure I have a favorite. Like, both sides are looking super solid.
Yeah, it's
Radiant's middle tower
definitely a nail biter so far. Obviously, if the Dire loses any fight close to their base, it's gone because you're playing against Luna, which is something that the South team does not have an advantage of. Weaver's okay in pushing, but it's not great, and the rest of the heroes are definitely not great at pushing. But on the other hand, you do have a Treant, so he'll be able to, if he pays attention, heal that tier 2 tower mid, which obviously we just not doing, or the tier 2 tower top, which is both almost dropped, dead. Why is he
Not using it. Tree.
Okay, Weech, come on. Poke.
Let's go. Yep. You can
I'm
do
just
it.
going to keep watching him the entire time until he uses it.
Now he's in front of the tower. He's looking at it.
It's right next to you.
It's on cooldown for a while now.
You're a Treant.
15 seconds.
You have one job.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna stay that way.
Okay. I guess
No comment.
Radiant are scanning.
having your tier 2 towers, I guess, is not useful.
No, might as well use it on yourself. 30 seconds here for Roche. So South team, they do smoke. They understand how important it is. This
Tier 2
second
mid
rush
is going to
shot.
drop.
Oh.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh.
under attack.
Come on, baby.
No.
Like, it is under attack. You
Oh,
heard
the
it.
creeps are being distracted. If there was a catapult there, it would have been gone, but luckily
It's
enough,
all
it's not 30
calculated.
minutes yet.
He knew he was not gonna die. He's a pro player.
R's and T, he's got the AC done. Shiva, so double aura coming out from him. Going for the heart next because HP equals win. And James going for his own Shivas in combination with that Aghanim Scepter that you talked about. Panda is behind all of them. R's and T, yep, there's going to be a jump onto Panda. Will they finally kill off this pesky little Enchantress? Well, with all there, it should be very easy. And Monty wants that easy Finger of Death charge, even though it was a level 1 Finger of Death, so it's a very long cooldown.
Click the line, by the way. Monty has... Oh, he actually had a groove bow this entire time. Just increasing his magic damage. I think this is the first time I've seen that on a Lion.
He died 11 times this game. They've got 20 kills on Boom.
Yeah, poor guy can't catch a break. I mean, the Pangolier has been very adamant on killing him in these fights, but you know, a lot of times it did backfire. You know, 4 of those deaths on Zlatans, I think maybe 3 was him kind of doubling down on killing Monty. And Roche, 20 seconds here. It's going to be on the Radiant side.
Dire's middle tower
3k net with lead for the Dire.
Oh, he did use the healing armor. It's still alive. 74 HP.
Oh my lord, it's going up, it's going up.
He did. The Luna illusions were hitting, and he finally used it.
Is he going to keep using it though? That's the big question. Is he going to try and keep it healed up all the way to the top?
I think he's trying to bait Boom. So you just keep it at like 10 HP, and when someone gets nearby... Oh, they have vision of this Illich.
Oh,
Magnetor?
jump in, Illich. Horn toss, but they've got plenty of lockdown with the line there. And I guess maybe that was the case. He was looking to quickly get the right click in on the tower and dip out. Same with the top lane. Is he? No, he's healing the centaur instead of the freaking tower.
He has to be messing with us. I cannot believe this is not a joke. He has 54 armor on the centaur. He doesn't need more.
No, he needs that healing. You know, he's got 31 healing. Well, okay, sorry.
How much is it? The 7 heal per second? Yeah, he needs it.
Yep. He definitely needs it. For all those Radiant heroes that are nearby, he needs to be full HP. Oh.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so Primal D-Seed. Weaver got full Daedalus going for the Skadi next. Being able to get that AoE Skadi spread with the Shikuchi is always going to be nice. His level 25 is really nutty. The Geminate attack with the Daedalus. And he's also got the Enchanted Quiver for maximum threat value.
Yeah, it's super powerful. The Luna has a Skadi going for the butterfly, so we might see the Weaver changing her mind.
Is it a her?
Yeah, no, it's not a her. But we, South Americans, the way Weaver, I read it somewhere. Like the way Weaver sounds like a female name for some reason. So we just have a tendency of calling her, but it is a guy. It is a he.
Okay, yeah, you know, it's a bug, so I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like Ursa
Our bug's it for English, right? Something like that.
It? No, bugs have a female and a male version, I think, or not all of them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know what the bug pronouns are.
Yeah, that's a very interesting conversation.
I'm struggling with the human ones. Okay, the bug ones are gonna have to take a backseat.
We can wait on those. But yeah, I mean, item wise, it's only Pakas. Like this, I guess, you know, Slutums is doing okay.
He's
But,
getting he's got nice items. He's got Diffusal, Mage Slayer, Ags now done, the Shard. He's going Scythe next. Bastion might also be a good choice, but I can understand the Scythe. The problem with Scythe against Weaver is if he is Shikuchiing and you Scythe him, you just see a very fast pig running away.
yeah, it's hard to catch it. I mean, it goes back to their lack of lockdown. We talked about in the draft. It has been a big problem here for Boom. DRPs, they're very far in between, and it feels like Illich always dies after them. I don't even think it's his fault. Like, there's no follow-up for most of the DRPs he's going for.
I'm just going to say, game number 2, where I see an Aghanim Scepter second item Magnus, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and I don't know. 33 probably won 10 pubs in a row of the build, and it's like everyone's new
I'm
obsession.
going to check if it's on Dota2 Pro Tracker.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Offlane, actually, Magnus has a 47% win rate. Huh.
Interesting.
Pulse
I thought it
5
was
Magnus
higher.
actually has a 51% win rate. That's weird.
So Whisper has 17 matches. He's not going for this build at all. He's going for Midas Shard every game. What?
Yeah, he's weird.
Midas Shard Octarine. What in the hell?
Okay, the build I'm seeing here on like Offlane Magnus, that one makes the most. The one that I've seen the most as of late is the obviously Blink or the Echo Saber build, but there have also been those Orchid first item rush builds, depending on what you're up against. I also don't mind those; those are pretty good. But yeah, Echo Saber to get the fast harpoon or the Blink dagger into harpoon tends to.
I think harpoon
most
is
of the time have more
worse
value.
on Mag because you don't get mana regen anymore. So like, if you're gonna spend more for, let's say, the similar effect, you might as well get the eggs, because it's a 30-second cooldown. What's the cooldown on harpoon? Is it? I think it's similar, right? 20 maybe.
Harpoon is 19.
I guess
but you
500
also
gold more
farm faster
expensive.
with harpoon, which you don't do with Ags.
Actually, it has mana regen. What am I talking about? What? Didn't they take away the mana regen from Echo Saber? No longer provides intelligence.
Yes, it has mana regen. So
Yeah,
your argument is mute.
Oh, it doesn't give attack speed. Oh yeah, that 10 attack speed is so important for
Very
for
important
Echo
when
Saber.
you hit 2 times in a row.
Yes.
Super important. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer here for you. It just feels like people are experimenting and it's not working out.
I'm quickly maybe mid has a different build, or carry, or push for.
Thompson is going the same thing. Like he's going Blink, Echo, or Eggs.
I am seeing mind control as well. I mean, when you Mikey, which one of those? Why is this the second series we get to see in Aghanim's? Okay, so I actually have no idea who that is. Some Chinese name that has a 71% win rate over 17 games does get Ags.
Who? What's his name?
Don't know. It's like on the list.
JT?
7th or something? No, it's some Chinese name.
I mean, I 71%.
Life is 50-50. Has a
Yeah, I mean,
logo.
the builds are all over the place. Maureen never goes eggs pretty much. He always goes harpoon. But I've seen someone going Orchid every game. Zeal is going Orchid every game.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that go Orchid. Well, not every game, because if you're up against a lineup that they don't care about Orchid, then it doesn't really matter. But a lot of Magnuses go Orchid as well. First item.
I mean, like, he went Orchid like 5 times in a row.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple where he doesn't go. Did they say what the problem was? Okay, he is back. So
yeah, they are back. So we can have the end of our discussion on his item of choice. The Lincoln's next. I guess the Lion is his biggest problem. Primal primarily uses his ult anyway for the Pango.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Roche is up. He's going to be on the Radiant side.
They are taking the gateway, so they should be able to get the Roche actually pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think Boom, they're gonna lose this one once again, which is pretty exciting here. South team, I don't think a lot of people had them taking a game out of Boom, let alone a series. So we'll see if they're gonna be able to keep it up. I don't think they made too many mistakes this series. They've been pretty solid.
Well, there it's gonna drop. And that is the Aegis plus the banner. Okay, this time, I'll dare. Be careful with your time lapse after you lose the Aegis.
We learned our lesson. Just use time lapse for the first Aegis. Don't save it for the second one. I mean, for first life, not the second one.
He's also going for the MKB against the butterfly that is secured. But the plus side of having Enchanted Quiver is that first attack always is true strike.
Yeah, very true. Very interesting build on the Treant as well. They go for a Vlad's. Has the gem for the extra map control. This could
They got
potentially
good
be
auras.
an Aegis where they go high ground. If they get, like, let's say you force a fight, RP gets used, you don't lose that many targets. I think with RP down, they can easily go high ground.
Oh, Weege is healing the tower top. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
2-2
There
mid
we
is
go.
already dead though, but at least he's healing the tower top.
All part of the plan.
Yep.
I mean, he even got the living armor heal talent. That's crazy.
It heals so little.
Yeah, I mean, but like, if you're going for the talent, you're like, all right, I'm gonna be healing some structures this game.
Yeah, to be fair, Nature's Grasp talent cooldown reduction is just weird. Nature's Grasp is such a strange spell in general. 90% of the time it's ignored because they can just sidestep it.
But it is good for you, right? Like, you can move through it.
Yeah,
It does
you can
at least
stay
have that
invis
aspect.
and such.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat though.
I think before that was one of the big buffs this year got. I don't even remember when.
Remember
But
the
yeah,
neutral
they're not
item where you
giving-
place a tree? I can't remember what
was
it's
the
called
name?
again. But that one was pretty cool that you could just like place a tree and
It was
then
the 5 stats one, right? The
Yeah,
tier
yeah,
1?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, Panda.
Panda! No! Oh, he's got the shard.
Oh, RCT is stuck? He's... What? He's stuck.
Oh yeah, he is. I was wondering what RZT was doing.
What is this?
They have
Hello.
a gem on the tree, and I don't really know what Panda's thinking he can do there. He like
I mean,
walked
they're
away
wasting ages
and walked
time.
back.
This is pretty neat.
Yeah, still does exactly what he needs to do, just to keep them occupied. RZT has the strange blink situation going on, so makes an oopsie daisy happen.
By the way, you're talking about Panda, being a carry. He did get the luck with Enchanted Quiver, so that's gonna be a long as impetus when they are defending high ground.
Which, well, will probably be needed soon enough. There's no outer towers left anymore for Boom, so if they lose any fight across the base, it might be problematic. Mid lane is actually being pushed in on their part, so maybe cut the creep wave that will spawn right now. Could be pretty useful. Catapult wave as well. Get rid of it. Nope,
I mean, it's...
they're not doing
Yeah.
anything with that Aegis.
Yeah, I think they're not doing a good job at managing the waves. Not that, it's gonna matter that much because they cannot go high ground in that fight, but map control-wise, I think they're just leaving a lot of space here for Boom to farm. I don't think the Pango should be allowed to be in this big jungle, but because they didn't cut the wave, as you said, they're just getting a lot of farm here. Despite the ages, gold advantage is negligible.
Pagaz is pretty fat though. And we saw in those fights with that shard from the moon, with the moon glaives and PKB, it's hard to kill him even for the super deadly Weaver. And he's now level 25, so he's got the amazing Luna Blessing damage talent.
Yep. Oh, hello. That Panda.
No. Panda. 40 seconds for the ages though. MKB is done on the Weaver.
They can't go high ground. There's no way. This Panda kill means...
Yeah, and you're gonna get otherwise
Anything.
blink skewered. You get put in an awkward position, you die, everyone dies. Luna walks mid, kills everyone. Not fun stuff.
It's a pretty tough one here because you were being out-farmed despite the fact you should be controlling the map.
Top
They
side,
found
Illich is gonna go right in front of RST. And rock throw. Gets doubled on with the two bulky boys from South Team.
Finally, they're going to try to go high ground without the Aegis, but there is buyback, so they're going to be very careful here.
The Magnus being dead is the only moment where you can really go high ground. Even though it's still scary with the Enchantress, he's got that shard, so he's got the sprink damage and the Enchanted Quiver. James can't even get a right click in thanks to the attack speed slow from the lucky shot. This is dropping pretty quickly though. Actually, a lot quicker than I initially expected it would, but yeah, you are looking at late game Weaver. With tons of right click.
Yeah.
R's and T needs to be careful, has a stampede in a second. He shouldn't die just yet. Fortune
have the
poison
second
stacks coming
live.
in as well, Panda. No, they're not going to go for more. They don't even buy back on the Magnus. They know that it's that important to have the buyback available at this stage.
Very patient from Boom. Ideally, they would have liked to force at least that glyph, but they were very scared, and Aldair will leave in another pause. Okay.
Illich did buy out the Lincolns, so should not have a buyback available. I mean, he's gone, so I can't check exactly how much gold he has, but I assume he doesn't have buyback money.
I think he... Oh, yeah, he actually has no buyback money at all. Very risky.
The other ones, though, do all have buyback money, it seems. I think. Well, no, Bakaz doesn't, Illich doesn't, Dyer, but most of them don't.
Bakaz going refresher, so he's going to have to give up on his power treads. Yeah, there's nothing else that he...
I mean,
can
he's
carry.
probably just have it in his backpack, swap it in once he's used all his spells.
Yeah, but you can't, right? Because the cooldown doesn't go off in the backpack.
Well, yeah.
When
But
it's ready, you can, but when
Yeah. But when
it's on
when
cooldown,
ready.
you have to-
Otherwise, you're just gonna. I mean,
Yeah.
Scanning.
doesn't matter too much. Half the time, you're just farming from base anyway. At least how this game's going.
I guess you can backpack when you want to use your Manta, so the illusions go further, and then you just put it back. It's a whole thing. Lots of slow games today. This team's, looks like they really want to go to Birmingham.
I mean, it wasn't slow for a very long time, but South Team can't push high ground.
Yeah,
And
they can't.
Boom is not strong enough to attempt to push high ground.
Yeah. 40 seconds here for the possible spawn timer. They still have control. They didn't really do war this ward here from Boom, and they're gonna find Panda.
No,
again.
not again, Panda. Monty is infinitely scaling, though.
Yeah, 50 extra damage. Actually,
Dire
it's
are scanning.
350 now, right? Because he got the talent.
Yeah, well, that's the HP talent thingy. So he gets 70 max HP per Finger of Death kill. So double.
True.
And he is going for Aghanim Scepter on the line. Cooldown reduction, it will have like, what, 20-second cooldown AoE. Always neat. I know it's not technically the greatest item, but it is pretty cool.
I mean, I think in this game it's honestly pretty cool. Like, what else? They are always the ones initiating, and just having that extra damage is going to be really nice. It just kills the illusions as well. Both the SD and the Manta illusions from
I mean,
Thanos.
to be fair, you're a lion. You've got like a mana drain anyway, and hex, and later down the line you might even get your 250 AoE hex, which is more illusion one-shotting.
True. Yeah, I have no counter argument. Congrats. You
Who
won.
in their right mind would go for the plus 100% mana drain damage?
Yeah, there's. I don't think there's. Wait, how much damage is this? 100.
240, but it says mana drain damage. So do you even drain more mana, or does it say mana double the damage?
I think it's just double the damage.
Yeah, then it's absolutely, that's even worse. Like, if you
Yeah.
drain 240 mana per second, I'd be like, that's pretty good. But if it's only damage, that's pretty bad. Because if a
No,
line
but how
is level
much?
25,
How much is Pugna's life drain? So it's 320, but it's one target. But I guess you don't heal yourself.
unless you have the shard on Pugna.
True, and you don't heal yourself. So yeah, it's definitely worse. The AoE hex is insane.
Yeah, AoE X is just really freaking good. In nearly every situation. Because it has queued up that he wants to go for Kanda. I think that makes a bit more sense than going for the refresher at this point. Obviously, having double BKB, double Moonglaive is great, but considering you're on a high ground defense situation, the Kanda is very neat to just one-shot this Lion, for instance, or get the burst on the Weaver, which Weaver is playing a bit of a glass cannon build. He doesn't have the glass cannon item, but yeah.
And they're liking damage, right? We talked about their draft. Like when you look at their heroes, the Pangolier is okay-ish farmed, but you need more. All of the heroes inside of South Team are tanky. You have all the heals from the Treant. There's no way, like, Refresher would be enough damage. Like, it allows you to stand your ground, but I don't think he does enough damage if he just stands his ground.
Yeah, he's gonna need crit, and obviously Kanda over Daedalus in most situations on a Luna. Because cooldown reduction, well, Lucent Beam only has 4-second cooldown, and with all the Lucent Beam talents and stuff that you get later down the line, it is a ton of damage that you pump out.
Yeah, it feels really good. I think. I even wonder if you sell the treads or if you. I mean, you gotta sell the treads.
I don't really
There's-
know what else you could swap, put the BKB instead of the treads, pop the BKB, swap it out for the treads.
Yeah,
Probably something
I think that's
along
the
those
play.
lines.
Yeah, that's
Until
the
you
play.
get Swift Blink.
Or force boots, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. Sure, in 20 minutes we'll see if he gets that item. But then again, if you're at that stage, what you just get.
You know what
yourselves-
pisses me off?
What?
Like this is a 60-minute game already with the pauses, but we are not gonna get the tier 5, or at least so far we didn't get the tier 5. And I'm just dying to get a tier 5 minute game, and looks like they only have a minute. So as I complain, clock's
Okay.
ticking, unfortunately.
And
here
it's
for
not like
Monty.
Boom can really give them much time because they also paused the game for quite some time.
Yeah, they did. I don't know where they are in their reserve here, but it is definitely pretty low. That Magnus was, I think we had a 6 or 7 minute pause just for the Magnus.
Yeah, and then we discussed his entire, well, only one item choice for the entire duration of that.
Indeed. Okay. I mean, they didn't say what was happening, but I'm just assuming it's bad internet. We saw Biscos also, complaining about their ISP, right, in the beginning of the other series.
I think it's every South American team ever.
Yeah, and I mean, they have 4 Peruvian players. I'm assuming they might even use the same ISP. It's tough, man. South America, it actually used to be way worse, but it's still pretty bad. It's not reliable. Like, the internet is fast, but it's not reliable.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a down problem right there. They need to buff up that region in terms of, come on, Valve, you got the money. Build up more infrastructure in South America just for Dota. And then add some to Africa, because I'm looking forward to, like, Kenyan players coming in. I do see them in, like, IESF every once in a while, where I'm like, cool. They got pretty interesting players. I mean, Iran lately has been, of course, making its mark from the Middle East a bit more. But Africa is still the only region that's just, like, dead. Well, and that in Australia, because Australia can't really play Western EU, but they are Western EU, which is worse. Okay, what are they saying? 10 minutes, something, blah blah blah. Translate.
Yeah, they need to resume the game because they already used all of their time. But Argentina said he is about to join. Oh, esperen un poco. Oh, okay. Okay, so apparently he is coming back, but he he needs a bit more time. And ESL, obviously, they have to follow the rules. They cannot give.
Well, you're
them
saying
any
ESL
more.
has followed the rule, but Slatum's like, nah, bro.
And that is the worst time possible because Roshan is 1 minute away from spawning. Someone's controlling this lion right now.
Yep,
Oh my god, this is
there's
gonna
the
be a
Scooby drag
disaster.
back, Eclipse onto Arzenty, going for the kill, and Arzenty is dead. Second death of the game. Eclipse comes out, and they will also lose the Weaver. Weege on the run is going to get chased down. Or is he? They will be able to get themselves back. At least now someone can play the Lion because they're dead. However, this is... I mean, this is just disastrous, right? This is not the way that you want to end the game.
Oh man, I'm so sad. Like, they were doing so well, and then... I mean, obviously, it's not ESL's fault. It's just...
and it's also
just a
not
bummer.
Boom's fault because they don't
Yeah.
have pause time to give either. Because they also pause it for quite some time, but it does... It sucks. Like, they just lose
They were
a
having
set of
such a
racks.
competitive match right here, and they're gonna lose barracks just out of that Lion
Yeah.
being deceived.
And because, yeah, he's still dead, so might as well just continue, or he still hasn't returned, might as well continue the entire time. No, they're going to back off, get themselves Roche. The creep wave has also been cut in the meantime by Weege.
Yeah, but there's still another one, and they have no map control to stop this Roche. They might try to smoke again, but then you have everyone alive. Controlling that Lion gets a bit harder. Yeah. Dude, the Lion has 9,000. Is that a bug? How?
No,
he
you
doesn't have
press on
9.
someone else, and then you press on Lion, and then Lion has that net worth. Then you press on Luna, then you press on Lion. Oh my god, Lion is huge! Because he doesn't have
Wakasa's
9,000 gold,
10,000
see, he has 11,000 net worth.
What in the hell? Oh, that's
And
a free Roche, and yeah,
Aegis, Banner, Shard.
that's sad.
So, yeah, that's heartbreaking.
I mean, only game 1, right? They still have a chance, but they were doing a really good job game 1, and
Yeah, it felt like this was their game. And now it's
had
hard. Very hard. Especially if the line doesn't return.
I mean, he said he was coming back, so I'm assuming at least for game 2 he's going to be available. I'm not sure what's the time limit they can wait, in between matches, but yeah, pretty sad.
Well, now you have the refresher available on the Pango, so double Rolling Thunder, double Hex. Argentina needs to be careful not to get skewered out of position again onto the Picasa Eclipse.
No buyback on the center.
And
He
yeah,
dies.
Picasa is going in. Argentina jumping forward is going to get skewered back, and the centaur is done for. Tries to stampede. Slatum is almost dropping to Aldair. Just straight up right click damage coming out. The Hex onto Picaz. They will go back in. Panda is almost finished off by Aldair. The RP does connect onto the Weaver. Can he get the Shiguchi out of there? No, he cannot. That's a dieback, and that should be game. Eclipse comes out and forces them back. Going back in. The refresher by Slatum is going to go for Monty. Monty is going to lose his life, but they can't even get the Lion back in the game. And that is game 1 to Boom.
Oh well.
Oh, the Aegis
I mean,
is
I
gonna
think
get popped. They're trying their best, but there's not much left that James can throw at them.
Yeah, we have some messages being sent here. Centaur just said that he hopes he's happy winning like this, and I mean, you can't really take away anything from Boom. As we said, they cannot give any more pause time, and this is just, it's no one's fault. It's just unfortunate. It leaves a sour taste, but hopefully at least we get a game number 2, right? Hopefully he can come back.